I'm going to start us off on a really simple question. I promise, this should be a simple question. You know me, right? I only ask simple questions. Yes? Because I'm a simpleton. I don't get much. So I only know little things. I know little, so I only ask simple questions. So here's my simple question to you. Who are you? Blimey. Who are you? What are some of the answers that are rushing into your mind right now? You're probably thinking of your name. I am Mr. So-and-so. Oh, sorry, got it wrong. I am Dr. So-and-so. Apologies. No offense. Is that who you are? Or is that who people say you are? That's how people identify you. What else? Who are you? You might say, well, when asked the question, who am I can think of, I am the child of this person or these two people. This is my mother, this is my father. Right? That's who I am. Again, you're giving me an answer based on what someone else said you are. Oh, who someone else said you are. How do you know they're your parents? Someone said they're your parents. You could have got mixed up at the hospital. Even if not, even if you genuinely are the biological children of those parents, that's still you defining yourself based on somebody else or something else external. I'm not asking about that. I'm asking about who are you, a human being. How do you know that? You say you're a human being. How do you know you're a human being? Yes. Did you not learn that for science? At some point in your schooling life, you learned that, if you've got a face, 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth, 2 ears on either side of your head, and a body that looks vaguely like the picture that they had in your textbook, then that's a human being. So from that day forward, you thought, that picture looks a lot like what I see in the mirror, so I'm probably a human being. Again, you defined yourself based on what somebody else said you are. Some might say, well, I'm so many years of age. I'm 6, I'm 7, 8, 20, 30, 50, 60, 70, 80, whatever. Is that who you are? I'm a man of 45 years of age. How do you know you're 45? How do you know you're 45? Because? Yes, someone said you are. And again, 45 is a number that is based on a numbering system that has been defined by other people. A year is 365 days. Why? Because someone said so. So who are you then? A person with lots of faults. Why do you call them faults? Okay, give me one example of a fault that we might all have. Anger. A lot of people have anger. Yeah? Jealousy. Greed. Selfishness. Ignorance. You don't have that, do you? So a lot of people have these things, but why do we consider them faults? Why? Don't get angry. Who said that? Other people. Why? Because it's wrong. You shouldn't be angry. Don't be jealous of other people's accomplishments. Why? Because that's wrong. Who said that? Other people. So, are you beginning to realize that you've come a long way in life, whatever age you are right now? You've come a long way in life, and I'm asking you this very simple question: who are you? And all you're coming out, all you're spurting out are definitions that other people have given you. Your saying is the composite of what other people have painted you as. This is their picture of you. Your name, where you live. Again, why is that where you live? Who decided that? Yeah. Particularly perhaps in your case, and even in the case of others, even if you're an adult, you might think, well, no, I decided where I live. But why? Why did you decide that's where you were going to live? Lots of external factors influence that? When you say external factors, again, you're pointing your finger outside and saying, they decided where I was going to live. Whether it was the climate, it might be. You just don't like hot weather, so you've chosen a country where it's cool to live. Or you live in the hill country. Again, you have become the net result of what other people, other external factors have shaped you to be. So it seems to me like life is nothing other than the transformation that happens to us, either mentally, physically, or both, based on what other people want us to be like, based on how external factors shape us. And so as we go through this process of life from birth to death, we are going through a change internally and externally based on what other people want us to be like, based on what society expects of us, based on these external factors that shape us 24/7. Is that an unfair statement? Or does that at least vaguely ring a bell? Does that kind of sum up what life is like, generally at least? So did you come into this world to live someone else's agenda? Sounds about right. Are you happy with that fact? From birth, you were given a name. Did you have a choice? Some people even go through a deed, right? And get their name changed. Is it a deed? Is that what it's called? What do you put on the newspaper? What's it called? Name change, yeah. But again, you chose another name, but where did you get that name from? Other people. You either heard somebody else say that name out loud, you read it in a book, maybe a lovely fairy tale, you thought, oh, Gretel, that's a lovely name, I want that. Then you chose to go to a certain school at a young age. Why? Others decided that for you as well. And quite interesting, if you do a survey, boys love the color, blue and red. And girls like the color pink. Why? I think psychologists have done a lot of research behind this, and what they have found out is that young children, if you're a boy, generally there's this notion that boys are associated with the color blue, and therefore what parents do is they surround them with blue. And they surround them with toys like cars and robots and cricket bats and balls and things like that, like boyish things. There are things that are considered to be masculine, and then that's the environment in which they grow up, and that's what they associate themselves with as they grow into adulthood. And then girls, on the other hand, are surrounded with pink. When you get news she's a girl, then the painters come home and they start painting the walls pink. The cot is pink now, everything in the home, the cupboards, the entire room has to go pink. Pink washed. Not a whitewash, it's a pink wash. And therefore, girls grow up liking the color pink, because that's what they've come to know best. And then they're given dolls to play with, soft toys, vivid colors, and then girls, tiaras, things like that. And then girls grow up liking these things. This is study that has been done in science. I think there'll be a lot of you who will probably have done a bit of research into this as well. So again, even the toys that you're playing with, even your favorite color has been decided for you by other people. Your age has been decided for you by other people. The dress you're wearing right now, the top you're wearing right now, that color was determined by other people. How you wear your hair right now, that was decided by other people. You were influenced by other people. The color you paint your nails. The color of the car you drive. What make, what model it is. What brand phone that you use, and what service provider you like to use, which street you live on,